Hello everybody, this is Riley with your Excel VBA tutorial on the do loop. In this example, I want to copy and paste all of these values in column A here to values in column C. Now I know you could easily just copy and paste that over, but I'm doing this to show you exactly how the code works. So I actually have the macro written here. I'll go ahead and change the name here to paste do loop. Okay. Got to make it a little bigger so you can read the rest of it. Alright, there we go. So when I click this now, it runs through, and as you can see, it goes one by one and paste over. And now we have the values pasted over. Okay, so let's go look at the code now. Here is the code. So first thing you have to do is you would insert your module. And I already have done that here. And then you got to say sub and then the name of what your macro to be. I just did macro 1 because that's the generic macro that comes up when you open a workbook, and then your open and close parentheses there. Okay, and this first line here is do until is empty active cell. So this is the start of the do loop, and then at the bottom here, the loop is the end, and the loop is what tells it to come back up. So your do loop is telling it to run this code until is empty active cell. So is empty active cell is basically a way of saying the cell that you have selected, once it is empty or it's null, if you understand programming terminology, that means that that's when that'll stop looping. Okay, so the first line in the code here is we want active cell dot copy. So that'll copy. That's why we need to make sure in this code that we have A2 selected, because if we didn't have A2 selected, like say we had A4 selected and we did this, it would only do that down. Okay, so let's pull the code back up. So that's why we need to do active cell dot copy. So it's copying that active cell. And then we're going to do active cell dot offset 0,2 dot paste special. So since we copied it, it's going to paste what we've copied. Now it's going to paste it 2 cells to the right, because this first number here in the parentheses makes it go up or down. So down would be a positive number. If I wanted to go down 1, that would be 1 row down. And then the 2 is for the columns. So I want to move to the right 2 columns. And if I want to go to the left, that would be a negative number. Okay? So we've got those 2 lines explained. And now this line here is after that's pasted. When you paste it, you've selected that cell. That's just something that happens in VBA. Doesn't happen when you copy. So for the third line here, active cell dot offset, so that's down 1, left 2 dot select. So now that takes us from, so if we started at A2, we would copy it there, paste it, so we went 1, 2 over, and then down 1, 2 to the left, and now we're here, and the loop tells us to come back up and do until is empty active cell. That cell's not empty, so we keep going, and then once it gets to the bottom, sees the empty cell, and it stops. Thank you, everybody.